G'day everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's GWS Career Mode episode we have the off season. So we've got who from our team retired, the trades that our team has done, who we've picked up or lost in free agency, and of course who we've picked up in the draft. So without further ado, let's just hop right into the retirees. Yeah, so here's just the screen, off-season retirees. It's just going to be from our team though. It's not going to be from every single team in the AFL, it's just going to be from us. Alright, here we are. So we've only got one player retiring this season. Shane Mumford is retiring again. It's definitely not what we wanted because, we got Flynn and Bruce, but they're not great backup ruckman. And I was going to really try to get rid of Bruce through trades. I probably won't now that we've lost Mumford. So we will definitely be looking to bring in a new ruckman, but also we're losing our BNF from this season. So overall a big loss for us. Now we move into the trades, and let me tell you, we had a busy trade period. I think we had like 10 different trades, but that was just with so in some trades there's like 2 or 3 players or like 2 or 3 draft picks. So overall there was a lot of trading going on, and I think there was even 2 or 3 times where we did 2 different trades with the same team. But yeah, let's just hop right in. Now there absolutely might be a fair few trades in here that people are surprised by or don't really think it was a good idea or anything. But going into this there was a few players, obviously people who didn't play a game this year I was going to try trade out, or people who played very few games this year I was going to try trade out. So there was 2, Sam Reid and Tom Hutchison were both out of contract, and I didn't have heaps. I could have re-signed them both, but it would have left me with very little salary cap. And in this game, if someone's out of contract, you can still trade them out anyway. So Sam Reid and Tom Hutchison both go in the same trade, and I don't get a lot. I get rid of both of them and another player, and I don't get a lot back. So that might be one where you're looking to go, that's an interesting trade, but that is why, because they were out of contract anyway, and I wasn't going to re-sign them. So it's better getting something for them than just letting them go into the listed free agencies. On to the first trade now. It was a trade between us and Collingwood. It's just a trade of a couple of picks. So we received pick 20 and pick 56, and Collingwood received pick 18 and pick 72. So yeah, I'm actually pretty happy with this one, to be honest with you. I definitely think this one was an overall win for us, by a fair margin too. And I think all of them are wins for us. Some of them are a bit iffy, but like I said, obviously I wouldn't do the trade if I didn't think that if it was going to benefit us. So it might not even be like a genuine win for us, but it's something that can benefit our team. So the next one is we received Tom Fullerton. The next one is with Brisbane. We received Fullerton and they received Shaw. I don't think Shaw played a single game for us all year, so I was very happy to give him up and receive Fullerton, who honestly probably will come in and won't play a game for us all year as well. But I was happy to accept that trade, because this one and the Collingwood trade just there were both offered to us. And all the others are ones that I have offered. But yeah, so I was happy to accept this. Alright, so now this next trade is between us and the Suns. We received Burgess, they received Fleeton. Again, Fleeton didn't play a game for us all season. And again, I think Burgess will come in and probably also won't play a game for us all season. But again, was very happy to accept this trade. I just said again a lot. But I was wrong, sorry. This one was also offered to me. But from here on, all the trades I offered. Here we are, so now we're up to the trades that I offered. So this one was with crosstown rivals Sydney. We received Errol Goulden and they received Buntine and Buckley, who I don't think played a single game. Both of them I don't think played a single game for us all year. If they did, it was very few between the two of them. So this one that I offered. So this is where stuff will start getting a bit controversial, the ones that I offered. But yeah, here we are with crosstown rivals Sydney. We snagged up Errol Goulden, they snagged up Buntine and Buckley. So interesting one there, but hopefully Goulden come into the team and play really well for us. Now we move on to the next trade, which is with Port Adelaide. We receive pick 10. They receive Sam Reid, Tom Hutchison, and Briggs. Again, Briggs did not play a single game for us, and Reid and Hutchison were both out of contract. So for pick 10, I was pretty happy with that one. It was pretty much because I wasn't going to keep Reid and Hutchison anyway. It was like we're just giving them Briggs and pick 10. So it was like we're giving them just Briggs for pick 10. So that was actually not a bad trade for us there. Now once again here we are trading with the Suns. We receive pick 8, so another top 10 pick. They receive Riccardi and Cumming. Two who, again, I don't know if they played a single game. If they did, it was very little between the two of them. And we receive a top 10 pick. So once again, very, very happy with this trade. Like I said, I was going to come into this, I was going to try and give away as many players that didn't play games as possible. And that's what we're doing here. And we're getting some alright things from it as well. So I'm not going to complain about it at all. Now we move on to a trade with Carlton, where of course we desperately needed a main key ruckman with Mumford retiring, so we managed to snag up Mark Pittenay, massive for us, and they receive Weir, Hill and Sproul. Sproul was the only one of those three to play any games, and I think he only played like 4, and I don't think he didn't play too well. So like I said, we were desperate for a ruckman, so to give that up for a ruckman of Pittenay's ability. I mean, on the game he's only like 1 rating less than Mumford, or what we got Mumford up to. So I'm pretty happy with this trade. Now onto another trade with Collingwood. Sorry, this is our second trade with Collingwood. We receive Hoskin Elliott, they receive Brown, Shipley and Stein. Shipley was same as last one. Shipley was like we only had one of the 3 players play any games. Actually, Stein might have played 1 or 2, but yeah. Nonetheless, through the 3 of them, there was only like 5 games played tops, and we managed to snag up Hoskin Elliott. So I was pretty happy with that, because going in, I kind of wanted was looking for a mid forward to sit on the bench, a bit like what we've got with De Boer. So I could have one as a mainly or predominantly backup for the mid, one predominantly backup for the forward line. And that's what I've done now, bringing in Hoskin Elliott. Now we move on to a trade with Adelaide, where we receive picks 19, 37 and 55, and they receive Daniel Lloyd, which this one absolutely could be quite controversial and could be disagreed with a bit. But Lloyd very, very rarely played for us. He was in the 2s for I don't think he played a single finals game. He wasn't injured, suspended or anything. He was just stuck in the 2s. So I felt if we could get rid of him, that'd be nice. And admittingly, I did think I was going to be able to get a bit more for him, but I settled for this because I wasn't too bad with this. I'm getting 3 picks. One of them's actually not a bad pick either, pick 19. So I wasn't mad about this one. I was hoping to get a little bit more for him, but I wasn't going to complain with that. But yeah, honestly, I think Daniel Lloyd can actually do pretty well over there at Adelaide, so it'll be interesting to see how he goes next season. We move on to a trade with Fremantle, where we receive pick 7, so our 3rd top 10 pick, and they receive Connor Idem. Now this one, so we've got 2 interesting ones in a row. But this one, Connor Idem, he was really... he played, 5 or 6 games in the end throughout the year, maybe a little bit more, and he went alright. But he really was only in through injury. And, I think we've just got a few other players that can replace him. And we've still got the draft to come up and everything, so I thought this might be an alright one to snag up a top 10 pick for him. I wasn't mad about that at all. I was pretty happy with this one, but I did think that this one had a slight chance of getting a bit of backlash. But at the end, yeah, like I said, he played very little games and it was all due to injury, and with the draft coming up and all that. And I just didn't really need him, to be honest with you. Alright, now the trades are done, and honestly, yeah, we had a lot of trades there, and I really do hope that the players we've traded out can go on and have good seasons. With the teams we've traded him to. I would like to see Daniel Lloyd go to Adelaide and kick a few snags. That'd be nice. Obviously not so much that he steals a Coleman off one of our players or gets them good enough to beat us. But yeah, I definitely still want him to do well. And same with players like Connor Iden. I really do hope they get a bit of game time in their new teams and play pretty well. Or like I said, definitely not well enough that they beat us, but I do hope they do well. But anyway, let's move right into delisted free agency. We actually only picked up one delisted free agent in Josh Tracy, who was of course at the Freo Dockers. It was his first season, and he did not play a single game with them. So yeah, we've managed to snag him up, and yeah, I definitely think he has a good chance to come in and play a few games with us. I don't know if he definitely probably won't be a regular in the team, but I do see him coming in for a couple of games, and I hope he does well, of course. Now we move on to the draft. So yeah, we have heaps of picks now, including 3 top 10 picks. Let's just have a quick look at our picks actually. So these are our picks here. We have 3 top 10 picks in pick 7, 8 and 10. Then we got 2 in a row in pick 19 and 20. 2 in a row again in pick 36 and 37. 3 in a row, pick 54, 55, 56. And then we got a fair gap to pick 90. And then we got the last pick in the draft, pick 108. Alright, so with who we picked up in our 3 top 10 picks, we picked up, with pick 7, Murphy, who's a ruckman, pick 8, Ling, who's a gen forward, and pick 10, Thomas, who is a mid forward. So, a ruck is obviously handy, picking up a nice young ruck. But, actually, I'll talk about that in the next one anyway. But yeah, so yeah, very happy with these 3. To continue on with our picks, pick 19 we picked up Bugaya, who's a ruck. Pick 20 we picked up Hopes, general defender. Pick 36 Chandler, general forward. 37 Rajic, gen forward. And pick 54 we picked up Cox, who's a key defender. Now what I was going to say in the last one, but I thought I'd wait for this one because it's spoiled that we got another ruck here, is I picked up another ruck because, like I said, going into the trade period I wanted to get rid of Bruce, and I did actually try to get rid of him, but I couldn't find any good deals to get rid of him. So I ended up keeping him, but for some reason in my head I thought I did get rid of him, so I picked up 2 rucks here, thinking I only had Pittenay and Flynn. We should make it 4 rucks with these 2, but now I have 5 rucks. So yeah, I just have a lot of ruckmen, which will make it very interesting. But yeah, it doesn't matter. And then we also picked up a gen defender and a key defender, which so Cox comes in, Iden goes out type thing, and 2 gen forwards as well. And this Cox has 90 to 99 potential, I think it was. And I kept looking at him, but not going for him. And then I thought, stuff it, let's go for him. Now with our last 4 picks in the draft, we go pick 55, Pickett, who's a mid forward. Pick 56, Patton, who's a key defender. Pick 90, Barber, key forward. And pick 108 to finish off the draft, Martin, who's a general defender. So that wraps up our draft with, I can't remember how many picks we had. It was a lot. It was like 12 picks or something. So we had a lot of picks. So a lot of young talent coming into the club to add to all the young talent that we've already got, which is just awesome. Well, thank you so much for watching. That wraps up the off-season of retirees, trades, free agency and draft. Obviously we had a massive trade period and a massive draft as well. Not much happened in the free agency of the retirees. But yeah, so I don't know whether the next video will be either episode 1 of season 2, or I might put all the finals games into a video and upload that, which I think is not a bad shout. Actually, it's not a bad shout. But if you have any preferences, so if I go straight to season 2, it means that the final series probably, like all of them together, probably won't get uploaded at all. But if it does, it'll probably be bye round of this season, just so we got that episode gap for the bye round. But it probably won't get uploaded. So if you have any preferences, let me know in the comments. But yeah, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in whatever the next video is.